Welcome back. We're still on day 2. Time moves really slow in this game. Um, so I think we have found a hole in the wall. And we're actually very confused because we are in the basement, I think. I actually don't even know where we are. I think we're in the basement. The map is actually not that helpful since you can't really tell where you are in relation to the house. It's 10 a.m. and nothing is going on. We haven't even met all the characters yet. I guess we'll meet them throughout the day. But we got everyone's schedule. And we know where they're going to be from the people that we've met so far. We've unlocked a few mysteries. We can't find this room 15, which is like driving us nuts. It spawns off into this. We're trying to figure out what the ghost is showing us because we couldn't find room 15. But they said they had a room 15, so it's like very confusing. Because what we're trying to also solve is this dream. We're not really getting anywhere with the dream. We've asked a couple people, but no one's really giving us, no one's having the same dreams that we're having. So I'm not 100% sure. We have other mysteries besides that one, but we don't have time. We're trying to find room 15. Originally, I wanted to find the room because I thought we need something for Mrs. Darcy so we can have her husband stop haunting her. But, you know, couldn't get anywhere with that. So we're going to follow this lead. I think I should have went that way. It's hard to tell exactly how to light it up because you see how it's not 100% lit. Okay, so it didn't like that. The problem with the signals is we didn't really get like training on how to do these. Not that that would have necessarily helped, but I messed up somewhere. Oops. Okay. Sorry. Come back this way. Oh, it won't let me go back that way. I want to go to the right. It won't let me go to the right though. Where did I mess up? Okay. It's hard to know where you should start. Low key, it feels like I really don't know. Cause it only lets you go so far. It's like I'm missing that left side. Nope. Go this way. I want to go straight across. Can I not go straight across? It doesn't necessarily let you go exactly where you want to go. Okay. Maybe we'll start this way. We'll go down. Go over. We'll go up. We'll go across. Oh, let's see, that turned something off. I just want to go straight across. Can I go straight across? No. I don't know how to keep that lit in the middle. I'm not quite sure how to do the signals because it's like Nope. I want to go this way. Nope. Okay, so these are all on. No, that one's not on. Okay, I think they all have to be lit up. is the issue. That's a really hard one because you don't know where you want to start from. Because it seems like you can't go back. If you cross the line, you can't uncross the line. I'm missing one line. So that's not the answer. How can I go across? Okay. Oh. I'm here, but it won't let me go up or over. Can I go over now? No. That seems like not the right answer. Yeah, because now I'm still missing that bottom line. That's weird. Okay, maybe we'll start from the bottom so that I'm not missing the bottom. The problem is I don't know how to get back up here. Okay, I really don't know. Bro, this is exhausting. Like, don't recommend signals for people because this is exhausting. Like, they did not make it easy. This space is even worse than the first one. Okay. So it's another little, like, dungeony type thing. Another skeleton in pieces. Is this what you wanted me to find? Probably. Is there anything else in here? Or am I'm not quite understanding what it is that I'm looking for. We keep finding remains, but I'm not quite sure that I understand that. I'm probably gonna have to ask someone something because it's like, what is going on here? I don't understand. It didn't help me find the missing bedroom either, so I'm a little confused. Can I get back here again? I don't even know where I am, actually. So I'm in the southeast. Oh, it's locked. How did I get down here? I don't remember how I got down here. Percival Blake, the fourth. Okay. This is the ground floor east corridor. So how did we get here? So we were in the east tower. To be honest, I don't really remember how we got here. Oh, east tower door outside the stables. to go to these mystery rooms. The moon room and this other room. Now, the stables are open. It's 10 a.m. So maybe we have time to peek. Since I'm already here, I feel like I'm doing a lot of backtracking by going in and out of rooms. So this time around, I think we're going to try to do things as we pass them so that I don't have to backtrack too often. I don't know who this is. Mr. Hunter. He gives treats to the horses. He looks very serious. Sturdy working clothes and well worn. He must have spent a lot of time outside. He has a blue scarf that seems at odds with the rest of his attire. Okay. Well,
a new guest. You made your way here without my help then?
I don't really need help to go outside.
I did. You be the stable master, I take it.
Right, groundsman too. I trust your trip was a pleasant one.
I've had worse. The roads out here are more robust than back east. Pleased to meet you. What should I call you?
Ah, no, a conversationalist. I wasn't expecting that. I've not spoken to his layers about that damn seance. Hunter, sir. Dara Hunter. Pleased to meet you too, though I didn't get your name.
It's Declan Ward. You're against the seance, then?
No, not really. I just worry about her getting hurt. Them, you, the guests, I mean. Anyway, Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Now, he said her at first. So, that's interesting. What's up with that scarf? Your scarf. It's quite the fancy piece. I had a gift from a young friend I hadn't seen in years. Everyone's here to see the dead, but it brought the living back to me. Okay. So Mr. Hunter has a lady friend. Who gave him the scarf. That could be interesting. We can't follow up on it. What's your timetable today? How do you know you're going to spend the weekend? You know what they say, no rest for the wicked. I'll be tending to the horses most of the morning, working the garden and the lake in the late afternoon. Thankfully, Mr. Varley does not need me for the ball tonight. Then tomorrow, we have a delivery all morning, so I'll take me down to the basement to unload. But I have to tend to the gardens for a while at 11 a.m., so I'll step out for that. Then I might be seeing a minute of rest too below decks before the seance starts. Cool. I definitely need everyone's timetable. Do you have weird dreams? You've been here a while. Have you experienced strange dreams since coming here? I not often mind, but enough. Sometimes I think I'm taking the young master to see his mother's grave. But we're walking through the hedge maze, not the way you'd normally go, you see, and we come to a pit. And the boy, he starts crying. I think he knows what's coming. I keep walking right up to the pit, and casually, as you mind, I tip the lad in and just watch him fall into the darkness until I wake. I have a bottle of brandy next to the bed for nights like that. Damn, he's really going through it. What's up with those crosses? Has a member of the staff been placing St. Bridget's cross about the manor? That'd be Mrs. Joyce. Helps calm her nerves and all this chaos, I think. So she's doing these crosses. Alright, what did you know about Mary Blake? What do you know of the Marquez's Blake late wife? I didn't know the woman, I'm afraid. I was hired on after her death. Mrs. Joyce speaks well of her, though. So Mrs. Joyce is not a wealth of knowledge. What's up with this room? Do you happen to know which room Mrs. Dean was staying in? I did some repair work on a chimney after she arrived. It was... Oh, I don't recall. Sorry. I feel like he's lying. I actually want to ask about the manor. Can you tell me about Blake Manor? What can I tell you? Well, not much wants to grow here, I'll say that. I can get a few plants to bloom in pots, but in the ground, there's a reason I keep things simple. Might be the water, but what's in the well out back is some of the best tasting water I've ever had, so I don't know. He doesn't know much. Any hauntings? Do you get reports of ghosts around the manor? Ah, yeah, plenty. More as of late. Best to leave them, sir. Neither they nor we need the trouble. I could have sworn I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. When was this, sir? Late last night when I arrived? Well, that seems unlikely to me, sir. The girls are dedicated, but not that much. What can you tell me about the area? Ugh, if you want to know about the country or the towns or such, I would not be the man to ask. I only go to Gosford for supplies every so often. But if the land you want to know about, I could help you with. If you get time after the seance, it's worth the trip, taking a trip outside the grounds. The scenery is something special if the rain doesn't get you. And if you walk early out east, you might see some deer this kind of year. Yeah, he's not much to talk about. We can investigate the stables and we can investigate his bedroom. He's in the basement somewhere. Now, we didn't ask these about his pieces of clothing. I mean, I'm out here now, so this might be the best time. Sorry. Yeah, I hate to talk to you twice, but I think you don't dress up like the other staff. Horses don't care whether you're in a suit or anything otherwise, and almost everything else is easier to work in. Besides, if I had to worry about keeping my clothes as clean as the indoor staff wear their uniforms, I'd never get anything done. What's up with them with this? I notice there's a sugary smell about. Do you happen to have sugar cubes in your pocket? I do, and oats as well for the horses, obviously. Us staff do get better fare than that. The horses trust me well enough, but it never hurts to have something to treat them with, especially when they're unsure of new people. Okay. Now we're going to investigate. I don't necessarily want to touch the horse. Okay, another cross. So she's been putting these down. What is that? Good, fresh water. Nothing fancy, but well maintained. There's a ghost in there. Oh, I can actually go in if I want to. Somewhat less impressive than when seen in this environment. There's something over here. A record kept by the stable master on the horse's health. Looks like a message from a supplier. They're expecting a delivery on Sunday at 9 a.m. Another person has noted it should take them several hours to move it into the basement. A safe presumably used to store valuables for guests when they go on horse rides around the grounds. It's possible the stable master also stores personal items here. Unfortunately, I wouldn't know how to use it. A screwdriver. Yeah, we're definitely taking that. It's just interesting. We would need a code for the safe. But we know he's going to be out of his room on the 31st. So that's the best day to look probably in his room. Is when he's not in his room. So, sorry. So Sunday. Where is he in relation to the rest of the map? I don't even know where he's at on here. Oh, there he is. He's going to be in the stables. Maybe at the garden. I don't know. I'm actually not sure. This timetable thing is very... There's a broken door. That's weird. Okay, I think we've seen what we can see in this situation. Is there anything else over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So, we're done with the stables for right now. Okay. I'm not going back to the tower at this moment. Where does that go? Oh, it's locked. I can't do the eastern basement right this second. Okay. It's not time to eat until 1. Thomas Blake. There's a lot of portraits. I think I'm right by the library again. Was there anything I needed to look at? I can't remember. Was there something I was supposed to be looking at in the library? Because now I'm really not sure. We had archaeology, we had geography. Was there something I needed to look at? Oh, wow. There's a lot we can look up. So we can look up the Blake Manor. Construction on Blake Castle began in 1852 on land awarded to the veteran soldier Edward Blake. It's a matter of no small undertaking or finance, and the work continued on for generations. It's said that the manor was built on ground the local residents considered to have once been sacred, but records of this do not exist. The westernmost province of Ireland, one of the collection of kingdoms, the site of and witness to two of the most terrible battles in Irish history. While interceded with significant periods of peace, Connacht is a history of warfare. Party to the Irish rebellion against the crown, aided by French forces, and backdrop to the Cromwellian conquest, Connacht is much contested stronghold of Irish culture. The northernmost province of the four provinces of Ireland, and once the heart of the Gaelic world, today Ulster holds the greatest population of Protestants and loyalists to the crown after the country of Ireland was adopted into the United Kingdom in 1801. Ulster was previously a region of importance to Irish sovereignty, it being the seat of power from where one of 5 king above kings would rule. Belfast is the largest city in the region on the border of counties Antrim and Down, and is a significant center of populace in Ireland as a whole. The southernmost province of the 4 provinces, Munster, was where most of St. Patrick's work brings Christianity to Ireland took place. With this, several cities, Cork and Waterford amongst them, founded by Viking settlers, Munster has long had a tradition of transformative visitations, not least of these being the colonization of the region by the English in the 16th century, a most significant venture by the crown. The eastmost province of Ireland, Leinster, was home to many Celtic tribes, most notably the Ligan, to which the province owes its name. The region housed a collection of small kingdoms and dynasties, which the Hill of Tara in particular, located in Meath, later named Meath, holding significant spiritual and political power as the seat of the High Kings of Ireland. Vikings made their arrival to Ireland and by the mid-9th century had transitioned from raiding to settling, with Dublin being their most significant settlement, serving as a major trade center and later becoming the North Gaelic Kingdom. This would not last as the Vikings were later driven out by native Irish rulers. Leinster has seen a long history of territorial battles, ranging from the arrival of the Anglo-Normans in the late 12th century, leading to the broader invasion of English forces, to a Gaelic resurgence in the Middle Ages, followed by the Tudors solidifying English control over Ireland by the 16th century. More recently, the Cromwellian conquest landed in Dublin with 12,000 troops and traveled north to begin an assault. It would later be known as the Siege of Drogheda, or the Drogheda Massacre. The surviving rebels being transported to the overcrowded Gaol of Dundalk, where they would be left to starve and die. This would be only be the beginning of Oliver's devastating campaign on Irish soil. We learned a lot from the geography. Is there anything we need from... I guess I should just click every bookcase. There's nothing for psychology. This is all psych, yeah. This is sciences. Do I need anything from the sciences? No. Okay. This is medicine. We looked up her situation, but other than her miscarriage, I don't think there was anything else. Now on this side, these are world mythologies. No. Okay. So as I uncover things in the game, I'll be able to look up a little bit more information. So these are Irish mythologies. We can look up the veil. The veil is the barrier between the living and the dead, the mundane world and the spirit world. There are times and places where the veil is thin and interaction between the two worlds becomes easier for better or for worse. The veil may be thin in places that have seen great tragedy or in places of magical significance. As for time, it's known that the veil is thinnest on All Hallows Eve. This is when spirits of many kinds may walk the earth and be seen even by those who usually would not encounter such things. It's also when communication through the veil is easiest. As such, traditionally, any attempts to contact the dead are made in this period of the year, as they are known to be the most successful at this time. Okay. Let's look at flora and fauna. Oh, you can't even touch. Oh, yeah, you can. No, I don't have anything for flora and fauna. World history. There's probably a lot on this one. Oh, Oliver Cromwell. Instrumental in the execution of King Charles I and the brief period in which England became a commonwealth in the 1600s. Even in his homeland, Cromwell was a controversial figure, infamous for his ban on the celebration of Christmas, among many such joyful activities, as they were thought to distract from the worship of God. While widely disliked in England, his legacy in Ireland is significantly darker and more bloody. What is known as the Cromwellian Conquest, Cromwell led what amounted to a massacre across Ireland in the form of a conquest. He spared no quarter, going so far as to order the deaths of even those who had sheltered in churches, such as the siege of Drogheda. Wow, it seems like a real joy. And then this is Irish history. I can look at the Great Famine. It's been less than 50 years since the Great Hunger that lasted from 1845 to 1852. The blight wiped out the potato crops. Most of the population relied on that to survive, as the English rule exported every other resource from the country: peas, beans, rabbits, fish, honey, and more. On top of this, the English corn laws blocked the import of any grain despite the obvious need for relief. The full loss of life from this period is yet unknown, but deaths are estimated to be around 1 million, with another million fleeing the country on coffin ships bound for America, Canada, Australia, and more. Anyone surviving something like that couldn't help but have deep scars. My own parents refused to talk of it and grew dark when it was mentioned. It's unknown how long it will take the country to recover. That's ridiculous that you won't even let me import grain so I can not starve to death. Like, please, help me. This is Irish folklore and ghost tales. Okay, so we can look up Fear Goda and the Washerwoman. The Fear Goda, literally a man of hunger, is a type of apparitions linked to the Great Famine, though there are alternate accounts that consider as an omen of further famines to come. Taking the form of a starving spirit, the Fear Goda is a spirit of hunger who will follow people to ask for food. Should it catch its prey, it will not hesitate to consume them to satisfy its hunger. Always unsuccessful in quenching its hunger, it then seeks out a new victim. The Washerwoman, or the Bean Nine, is an instance of the other folk providing unwelcome news without exhibiting aggression or violence. The apparition is said to appear before battle, where she is seen to be washing the bloody armor of those to die as if they're already dead. It's said she appears at battlegrounds as she feeds off grief, perhaps to show why this is why she shows visions of those to die. So we're gonna have a battle here because she was outside. This is spiritualism. We have a lot. Okay, so the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. To the layperson, not much is known. It is a secret magic society founded in England, though is rumored to have further branches. Reportedly, the Golden Dawn's focus is on divine magic and spiritual development, though the specifics of this are unknown. Despite the Golden Dawn's enigmatic nature, its members may be recognized by its symbol, a Latin cross with a rose in the center and a pentagram and several alchemic symbols on each arm. A seance is a ritual used to speak with the dead, typically hosted by a spiritual medium, but attended and aided by a number of guests. A spirit is called upon by the medium and asked questions. It will answer them through physical means, such as moving a glass on a board, through audible means, such as knocking, or, if so lucky, the possession of one of those at the table. In this case, the spirit is frequently able to articulate itself better, though some may find it to be a distressing sight. Seances are typically used by still living loved ones to speak to those they have lost or to the divine secrets known only to the dead. There is much debate over the true nature of ghosts, even their existence in the first place, but there are two major prevailing theories. The first is that a ghost is a remnant of a person, a soul that for whatever reason has not passed on. This sort of ghost is typically attributed to the need for some desire of the soul, or for the person it was, to be sated, to be revenge, ambition, or love. In the same vein, they frequently cling to some object or place of importance, unable to complete whatever business holds them in their new state. The secondary, less discussed but widely credited theory of the cause of apparitions is the manifestation of emotion or trauma. In this theory, it is thought that human beings are capable of imparting such emotion that forever affects the location that witnesses it. In these cases, it's not the spirit itself that haunts the place, but the event, typically a harrowing death, imprinting itself upon a space. These theories are not exclusive and very well exist alongside each other. Such is the prevalence of spirits that it seems unlikely both are not true. There exist amongst us certain people predisposed to sensing and invoking the ebb and flow of the spiritual world and its denizens. These people, often called mystics, are indeed possessed in a unique capability. They're able to sense the supernatural and otherworldly, and in doing so provide a means of communication with it, often using themselves as a go-between. This is most commonly achieved by invoking a trance or otherwise altered state through spell, prayer, or ritual, and inviting either a spirit, a higher power, or a denizen from another world to speak through them. We got a lot of information, but unfortunately I'm not sure what to do with that. This is religion. Samhain. Sanween. I would definitely was mispronouncing it. Samhain is a garlic festival traditionally occurring on the 1st of November, towards the end of the harvest season, the beginning of the winter. Believed to be born of pagan tradition, the festival represents a time of year where the boundaries between the mundane world and the other world would weaken, and as such, many traditions associated with the festival are thought to be protective, to ward away the spirits that would otherwise broach the boundary and cause the living harm. During this time, spirits were to be appeased with offerings of food and drink, so they would leave the living in peace throughout the rest of the year. While much of the knowledge of sites of religious significance to the pre-Christian pagans have been lost, there have been several that have been identified across the country. Stone circles apparently constructed for ritual purposes abound, and burial sites, such as those found in New Grange, suggest a reverence for the movement of the heavens. Some old sacred sites have been co-opted into modern tradition, as there remains a tradition of lone oak trees being best left undisturbed as to not upset otherworldly spirits, a superstition which does not hold the same prevalence and longevity in other parts of the United Kingdom. I think we've read every book at this point. Now, this is Blake history, so this is from our people. What else is up here? We just pulled the book we read hers. We looked at medical codes earlier. Yeah. Okay. We can read these other ones. So, Percival Blake. Let's go ahead. Percival Blake became the Marquess of Doon at the age of 24 when his father Graham died of old age. This was in 1739. He ruled through the Great Freeze, the year of the slaughter, the Jacobite Rising, until he drowned in the tsunami of 1755 at the age of 40. I see some annotations that suggest he didn't drown in the tsunami, more that he was drowned during it. Seems he was not popular with the people around him. In 1744, a scullery maid went missing. Rumors suggested she had rejected advances he made. Her fiance came from a nearby village to find her, and he too was never heard from again. Various notes are added from different periods saying that the staff believe he walled them up alive. One note says they could still be heard screaming for one another through the darker months. Despite this gruesome reputation, a portrait of him still resides in the East Tower. Okay. So we learned something very interesting and a bunch more library topics. We're going to have to circle back on those. Okay, so on Wilhelmina August Blake was born 1788 to Thomas Blake, the 6th Marquess of Doon. She disappeared without a trace on the night of October 29th, 1828. She had a passion for music from an early age and was often called upon to entertain her father's guests with piano recitals in the drawing room. In the months leading to her disappearance, she developed a keen interest in Egyptology after her uncle, Lord Barnard Blake, gifted her an ancient vase he recovered during an expedition in Gaze. The vase disappeared on the same night as Lady Blake. Her father experienced episodes of melancholy in his later years and would roam the grounds searching for his daughter, adamant she never left Blake Manor. Her whereabouts and fate remain unknown. Fortunately, that doesn't help us a whole lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. We haven't learned as much as I would like to learn. Now, in this one, back to the bedroom, we have this perceived tale of Percival, but it doesn't really tell us anything. They talked a little bit about the lovers, but that's kind of tied to him. Did he, because she rejected his advances, did he do something to her, or is there more history, or I think there was more history. Is it Irish history? Because we just learned a couple more topics. Yeah, all these topics are new. In the winter of 1739, a violent storm hit Ireland. The result dropped in temperature was so drastic that liquids froze indoors. There's no official record of how cold it got, but some measurements taken by enthusiasts claim it dropped as low as minus 20 degrees. The first of 3 famines, crop and herd damage from the Great Freeze, resulted in massive shortages of milk and food. Records suggest that as high as 20% of the population died. It is the highest proportion of lives lost from the Great Famine nearly a century later. Massive earthquakes in Portugal sent a tsunami north that hit the southern and western parts of Ireland. It seemed to have reached as far up as Connemara, where this manor is built. Untold thousands died from the tsunami. The earthquake itself claimed the lives of over 100,000 Portuguese. I mean, we're learning a lot, but I'm still not sure what to do with this information. I guess it gives me more to ask folks, but that's the extent of it being helpful. This is someone new I don't think we've talked to. This is Miss Barbosa. Let's look at her. She has a hand-me-down Irish keepsake, an old brooch in the Irish style. Its image is one of an old oak tree. She has foreign fashion mixed with local, either an attempt to blend in or out of practicality. She's wearing local fashion along with what I assume is her normal clothes. Okay. I'm not sure what that does, but let's see what she's up to. Oh, she's friendly. Oh, never mind.
If you were the porter with my telegram, sure. But no, just some guy getting too close. Who are you anyway?
Sorry to alarm you, miss. I'm Declan Ward. I'm a late arrival.
Oh, the guy Queen called out this morning. That must have felt good, yes? I am Inês Barbosa. This place is boring and cold. But the boat over from Brazil was worse. So I won't complain.
I mean, we can discuss some stuff with her, but, you know. What's your plans for the weekend, Miss Barbosa? I'll spend some time in the telegraph room. It's peaceful there, even when I'm not waiting on a message. There or thereabout, I like the lobby and atrium too. There you can see people's comings and goings. I'm meeting Mr. Dupree in the gardens at 12. Then we'll see Fod's talk in 3. I think she'll be spending it telling everyone they're wrong to be here, that I want to see. After that, I'll be resting in my room before Montavani talks at 5, which I intend to see. Maybe it can make some sense of all this. After which is dinner, then the masked ball. Imagine my surprise to find the mini carnival here. Then on Sunday, we'll spend the morning recovering from the party, I think, except there's mass at 12. Mr. Coventry's talk at 5. I will go before that lunch, and then there'll be the silent dinner at 8. What to expect from it and the seance, I do not know. I think I'll take an hour in my room beforehand, I think, to prep myself. She has a full thing. All right, did you know Miss Dean? I don't suppose you know which room Miss Dean was staying in. She was... No, wait. I thought... I can't remember. Funny, I went to get something back but now I can't recall where it is. So you don't remember. Any strange dreams? Have you experienced any strange dreams since you came here? Just the one dream since coming here, which was odd enough itself, yes? I walked the halls of this place. Well, not these halls. They're very similar, but longer, taller. I try to find a way out, a way home, I think, even though I myself will not return to Brazil. There are doors blocking the corridor. I had to move something like light to unlock them, I think. I don't fully understand that part. Eventually, I'm at the seance and can go no further. You mean something like that? Yes. Another person has experienced the same dream as me and Mrs. Dean. Can I find two more? It's like, yeah, because I don't understand. What's up with your clothes, though? I noticed you picked some of the local fashion. I left in a hurry and packed light. What would you have me do? Freeze? Well, obviously not, love. Your brooch. It looks to carry a story. It was my father's, or maybe his mother's. He didn't bring much with him when he left Ireland. And he had even less on him the day he died, defending my mother. My mother took this and ran. She passed it on to me so I'd have something of his.
I have to be off.
Oh, if you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
Okay. I have no problem helping with that. No, I have nothing to talk to her about at the moment. I can almost just get the telegram myself. We haven't been back in here since the first day. Is it broken again? Oh, no, it's not. Who's the porter? Okay, so that's not going to help me. I have to actually find the person who's in charge of this. So let's go back. We want Barbosa. Oh, she's in room 2. We asked her about that. And we asked her about that too. She's room 17. But she's gonna be in her room at some point. How do I receive the telegram? Now, if you look at the timetable, it's 10 a.m. At 11 a.m., we've got something in the drawing room. But I don't think she's going. So, I don't know how to ask him about the telegram. Because who's the porter? If I figure out who the porter is, I guess I can ask. Is it Doyle? Is he the porter? I don't actually know what his role is. Okay. I can't worry about him right now. Let's go back to the atrium. She was a wealth of knowledge. She's still here for some reason. I can't look at any more paintings. He is always here. Like, this man never leaves. Is there anyone else anywhere else? I talked to him at the stables. I don't know where anyone else would be. Sounds like I need to pick a corridor. Because people should be moving around, in theory. I never went to the bar, the bathhouse, or the garden. So maybe that's where I should go. The bar, they said, is straight ahead. Oh, it's closed. What is that? No, I know I heard something. I'm not losing my mind. This says private. This is Mary Blake's portrait. Jonathan Blake. No, I don't know why this is private. Oh, this is their master bedrooms, I guess. Okay, so the bar is not open. So everything is timed, I guess. The bathhouse was closed for the winter. Where are the gardens? Can I go into the gardens? Oh, I'm outside again. Now here's my man, Mr. I love it. Mr. Omira. He's well dressed, expensive attire, but nothing flashy. He's wealthy, but he doesn't care if people know or not. There's traces of white substances on his pocket. He's leaning on a cane for support. The way he's standing leaves no doubt. So he's injured in some way. Distracted look in his eyes. He's only half in the room. Now, what was his mystery? Because I didn't forgot already. Okay, so, and then he's room 16. We got to get his background.
Another stranger, is it? They must have dredged the barrel to find so many unknowns. Cahill O'Mara, sir. You?
Declan Ward. It's a pleasure. What brings you to the event?
Beyond the seance? If you must know, I guess I'm hoping the techniques used here can be repurposed to speak to other things.
Other things, such as? What's your timetable, sir? Do you have any plans for the weekends? Well, the bar is only open in the evening, so I suppose I need other ways to entertain myself until then. I do hear the housekeeper serves drinks on the patio. Perhaps I'll spend the morning there. When I'm bored of that, there's lunch at 1. Starving is less interesting than you think, and Miss Callaghan's talk at 3 seems livable, so I'll drop in on that. What else? Oh, I promised Mrs. Darcy a rematch of pool in the bar at 6. Now she makes a dull game fun. I didn't know you could misfire a ball that badly, but she can certainly manage it. Of course, I won't be missing the ball. Maybe a real bit of fun in this place for once. As for tomorrow, I should go to Mass at 12 and try to absolve myself of some of my sins. Not all of them, mind you. I don't want to be there all day. Actually, I might visit the graveyard after that. Come to think of it, isn't every graveyard visit a near-death experience? Yes? No? Oh, you can smile at least. Though I suppose I'll be in the bar in the evening, though I've already run 2 circles around the drinks menu. Then lunch at 1, dinner at 8. God, it's all circles, isn't it? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, drink. Still not long until the main event. I should try to stay sober for that one. What's up with that powder? Are you aware there's a stain on your pocket, sir? Oh, so there is. It must be soap? There's no fucking way it's soap. You have quite the reputation, you know. I've heard mention. I didn't think that was actually the case. Is it true you've had a number of near-death experiences? So it is. I didn't know. It's nothing so grand, you know. Bad luck and then knowing there's an angel waiting at the veil. If you saw such a thing, you'd understand. A being made of nothing but light. So much that to gaze upon them feels it light you up. You would understand, I think, if you felt it. It's almost worth the risk, meeting death. If I might find what it is that it wants, almost, but there must be another way. What's up with that cane? Your cane, I hope it's nothing too serious. Oh, I was showing off while horse riding. What was I going to do when the Mars spooked? Scared the daylights out of everyone, but I came out of it all right, aside from this. With luck, I'll be shot of it eventually. Any strange dreams? I could swear this place was giving me the strangest dreams. Really, I haven't noticed anything like that. I don't think so anyways. What's a strange dream when your dreams are always strange? But I can see how this place will inspire them. It's just something doesn't feel quite right here. Or maybe I'm just hungover. Oh, I'm too close to the hour to do it.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
So time has just changed again. It is hard. These hours feel like lifetimes. So there's an event in the drawing room if I want to partake. I don't have to, though. He's still here, though. So I could have kept talking to him. Or I could go to the drawing room. I also have never got a chance to talk to Doyle.
My name's Doyle, sir. I'm the porter here. If you need anything, you let me know.
I will.
I actually need a lot of stuff. I need the telegram for Mrs. Whatever. Anything planned for the day? Nope, we don't get to do balls and talks and all that. Most of the day I'll be floating around bringing drinks to rich folks. Very exciting. Then at 4 o'clock I open the bar, which sounds fun, but only really once everyone's gone to bed. Then tomorrow I'll be breaking my back all morning, lifting boxes into the garage storage from late deliveries, thanks to Barley getting his blasted telegraph machine working again. Is that noteworthy? At least I'm back in the bar once it opens again. And then for the most part until seance at 9. He's quite busy. Do you know about her room? Do you know which room Miss Dean was staying in? Why are you asking me that? Sorry, sir. It's only been trying to remember that for a few days now. I have something for her, but... What were we talking about? I like how nobody can remember her. Or not distinctly. I wonder who's been putting up the St. Bridget's crosses across the manor. Oh, you'd be looking for Mrs. Joyce, sir. She's the type to do that. Are you not getting any sleep? You look tired. Has the event been heavy on you? Tired? Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Both counts. I'm tired and this event isn't helping. I don't recognize the cross you're wearing. Does it have a particular meaning? I don't know. I always seem to have it on. Don't care much for church. God forgive me, but I wear this daily. It's a part of me, I guess. What is it about? You seem... Are you alright, Mr. Doyle? You're shaking. Oh, don't mind. Maybe I'll go to the doctor later. Maybe he'll give me a little pick-me-up. Well, he's going through it out here. He's not very helpful. He said no to the dreams, right? No, I haven't asked him. The night I got here, I had the strangest dream, like I was trapped in a long hallway somewhere in the manor. Things like that happen here. I don't want to talk about it. My suggestion is a stiff drink before bed or 2.
I'll leave you.
Yeah, he's not really that helpful. He is the porter, but he can't help me with the telegram, I guess. We didn't get to talk about these 2 things with him. We haven't explored it all the way. Okay, so if I want to go to this drawing room thing, I can. I have not been able to find her. So maybe I'll try to get to the drawing room really quick. Because Miss Joyce seems like she's a big character. Oh, something's been pushed over. That wasn't like that earlier. Let's get back to the atrium. She stays being here. They're both still here. Now, this is the direction to the drawing room, so let's go this way. The talk should have started. Okay.
Welcome, all of you, to my home. I am Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, Lord of this manor, and all the land that can be seen from it. I've been asked to speak with you about the house and its history, which dates back to 1652.
I'm gonna listen.
My ancestor, Edward Blake, was granted this land in the winter of 1651. The following summer, work began on the castle that, in turn, became this manor. The building has been expanded many times over since then, and you would be hard-pressed to tell the original building and the additions apart. But the main compound is roughly expanded to 5 times its original size. This is not counting the basement, which was added in the late 1700s. Of course, the Great Famine was hard on much of Ireland. And we were no exception. Those were hard years on the land and our family. My father sold much of the estate and made some daring investments across Europe. They did not pay off, and so when I was of age and title, I turned the manor into a hotel. What remains of the land is still farmed or forested, of course.
Hmm.
You, sir, a question.
Thank you, Marquess. Not to turn things gruesome, but is it true what they say about the walled-up rooms?
Spending too much time digging around in our library, Mr. Scarrett? Certainly, it is rumored that Percival Blake bricked away two young lovers for angering him. Set across from one another so they could hear each other's final days. That said, no such chambers were found, nor records of work being done that matched the timing. It is true that a young couple did indeed vanish with no record, but that wasn't uncommon for that era. Over the years, some staff, and yes, even guests, have reported hearing sobs from a young woman in the east of the manor. But given the lack of evidence, these are likely flights of fancy. As such, we continue to display a portrait of Percival Blake. That said, I did have it moved from the main halls on the staff's request. Now it is in one of the towers, though I can't recall which.
Thank you, Marquis. Any more tragic deaths to share?
All death is tragic, Mrs. Darcy. I'm not sure this place has any more tragedy than any other family in this land.
Then why all the ghost stories? I don't think we all gathered here for no reason.
That's perhaps a better question for Miss Mantovani. No more questions? Okay. Let us conclude then. Thank you all for your time. I shall take my leave. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here at Blake Manor.
Very interesting. It's interesting because he kind of addressed but didn't address his problem. There's a lot of people I haven't got a chance to talk to, but unfortunately my time is extremely limited. Because now I've learned a lot more. I wanted to talk to him about the exorcism. Have you learned much about exorcisms in your work? I have, and they are real, but Mr. Ward, they're more often not. Like any tool of the church, you must be very skeptical. Any undesired behavior can be deemed as demonic possession. I don't know why that was so hard to say. The discovery in an unfavorable science is a willful woman, a child that struggles to conform. Even those of different sexual orientations are fair play for a fiery priest and his inhumane methods to chase the demon out. Like witch burnings from before, it's a form of punishment for being different. Be wary of it, Mr. Ward, and those who use it.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to talk to everybody, to be honest with you. He doesn't look well. His Resurrex looks different. Strange Bible that I don't recognize. His scarring looks like he's seen some sort of combat, so he's been through the ringer here.
Yes, my child.
Hello, Father. My name is Declan Ward. I've only just arrived.
Not a talker?
I just wanted to say hello.
Very good. You want my name? Of course. Father Lorcan Sinnott.
Good to meet you, Father.
I am sure.
I'm surprised to see a Catholic priest at a seance.
Is that so? Worried for my eternal soul, are you? That I should attend something so blasphemous? Worry not, dear child. The church keeps an eye on all such things. It is good for us to know what secrets these events uncover, what secrets these old houses hold.
Interesting. What about exorcisms? Actually, let me get your timetable real quick. Anything piqued your interest this Saturday? The Marques's talk on the manor at 11 seems of interest. Otherwise, I intend to check out the Rot. Rot. Others call it history, the inevitable in old houses like these, bewitching. I shall spend the day perusing the ground. Let us see what the story tells us. Perhaps something that can inform my sermon tomorrow morning. That's in the drawing room at 12, should you seek some absolvement. As for Sunday, with my mass done, I think I should rest a while. Then Mr. Coventry is talking about the region's history, and I plan to be there. Then there's a silent dinner at 8, perhaps a slightly pagan tradition, but a harmless one. I think I shall attend. Other than that, I will spend the day blessing the halls before the seance at 9. Okay, we got his whole itinerary. We're about to ask him about this exorcism. I'm a man of God. Of course, I know how to expel the devil and his agents, but before I ask, you asked me to do one. Not that one should suffice for this forsaken place. They require permission and great effort. I've never put much stock in the former, but I have no time for the latter. So assuming you're on some sort of mission from God, you need to find another accomplice. I suggest you find someone well outside the reach of the Irish Catholic Church. Okay. Had to ask, though, because I'm trying to help Mrs. Darcy. Any strange dreams since you've come here? I have. On my first night, I saw an angel flying towards the sun, but never reaching it. I could not see its face, but somehow I knew it was weeping. Others who have been here for longer confided their own uneasy nights since coming to this place. Long corridors, signal-bound entryways, and feelings of being trapped. A great sorrow is contained here, I think. Centuries of pain, if only it could be released. And right, that's what our goal is. So he doesn't really know anything. What's up with that Bible? I don't recognize your Bible, Father. What translation is it? It is not it is an uncommon translation I picked up on my travels. What is the focus of your edition? Its focus, for those with the eyes to see, it shows all. I would not think too hard about it. Cool story. Thanks for that. Forgive my prying, Father, but it seems like you've been through the wars. Oh, my scars. Yes, I was a missionary in my youth, foolish enough to think I could bring enlightenment to the masses, though word instead of deed. Anywhere exotic? Many places, Mr. Ward, but do not be so arrogant as to think it's only the darkest places on the map that need their eyes opened. It is hard to save a soul here in Ireland as anywhere else. Further away from the dark does not mean closer to the light. Okay, I hope you're well, Father. You look under the weather. I perhaps spend too much time indoors and underground. When you reach my age, you will no doubt also carry your years on your face. All right, thanks so much. What's up with your cross? Your cross, Father, has an extra element, the circle behind it. What is the meaning, if I may ask? You may. It depicts the everlasting life of the immortal soul and represents my own personal flavor of my beliefs. Do you know anything about Mrs. Dean's room? Mrs. Dean? I don't think I've met her. Certainly I have no idea where she's staying.
I'll take my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
So he actually wasn't that helpful either. We got his itinerary because we weren't going to meet him any other way. So I'm glad we know a little bit more of his schedule. But unfortunately, he was not a wealth of knowledge. So I'm torn between talking to Dr. Callahan and Mr. Scaritz. I only have time to talk to one, probably. I got 10 minutes left. Now, the doctor is a doctor, but he asked some great questions. So we're going to check him out. Mysterious crest on his necktie. He smells of cigars and his mustache is stained. He's not leaning on it. It's just for show. Is it a matter of fashion or does he have another reason? That's interesting.
Terrible weather out, eh? Really ruined my morning walk. Still, we're safe enough from it in here. Where are my manners? I'm Michael Skerritt, over from London. And you mark my words, young man, that's a name everyone will remember by the end of this event.
Declan Ward, the pleasure is mine.
Let's get the timetable. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, now I plan to attend a few talks, mainly those of our host, Mrs. Montavani and the Marquez. Then a quick drink at the bar at 6 before the ball at 9. Then tomorrow, if I can get enough sleep, they have a reverend coming in for service at 11 in the graveyard church. Somewhat of a way to atone for the night before. I tend to rest up in the bar until a silent dinner. Whatever nonsense that is. One last meal before the big event, eh? Fair. What's up with that crest? May I ask what the crest on your necktie represents? I would love to, Mr. Ward, but it rather defeats its purpose. I'm afraid I must leave you in the dark. Is he also part of that secret society? Because he's being cryptic. I found I've had the strangest dream since coming here. Have you had anything of the sort? The strangest thing is that I can walk properly in them. But yes, I do dream that I am walking these passageways, seeking... Well, what I'm seeking doesn't matter to you. But there are doors, magical doors. I cannot figure out how to pass them, so I'm trapped until I wake, which feels as if it takes the time I do not have. He's also having the dreams that we're having. What's up with that cane? It's a very handsome cane you have there. Well, I think I'm very fond of it. I'm not so frail as to need it, but I've always been partial to the effect a good cane brings to a suit. Okay, so it's decorative. I just want to make sure. Do you know anything about Mrs. Dean's room? Do you know which room Miss Dean was staying in? She's in... Oh, it slipped my mind, old chap. I'm fairly sure her old was by her?
Good day, Mrs. Scarrett. Good day.
Now, we know her old friend was in room 16, and she's supposed to be in 15, but like I said, we don't have a ton of time. Let's look at him real quick. He's got a cross with the Celtic style. His hands are red raw with the subtle but mistakable smell of a modern doctor's office. So he's still a doctor.
Oh, a new face. You're a little late, but you haven't missed the main event at least. Who might you be?
My name is Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you, Mr.
Doctor, as it happens. Dr. Rory Callahan. Very pleased to meet you too. And yes, before you ask, I am related to Thea Callahan, her nephew and apprentice. But I've taken what she's taught me and improved it through the application of science. And this weekend, I will prove the value of my approach, once and for all.
Okay, gotta get this timetable first. What are your plans for the weekend, Doctor? Glad you asked, Mr. Ward. Perhaps I can rope you into joining the talks. I'm attending all of them, you know. There's ones at 11, 3, and 5 today. I actually spent on planning much of the day in the drawing room. And my aunt is doing one at 3. You should attend. And I have lunch plans with her at 1. Otherwise, I'll be in the bar all evening. I need to get myself ready for the ball, so to speak. As for tomorrow, I plan to get some fresh air in my lungs. I hope to get plenty of pictures in the stables. The horses certainly have fondness for staring at empty space. I have to wonder if my spirit camera might capture things my eyes will not. Then there's Mr. Coventry's talk at 5, and before that, of course, mine. The drawing room at 3, Mr. Ward, if you wish to attend. Then it's back to the bar for a few hours to kill some time before the main event. Okay, I have enough time for another question. I can ask him about... Let me ask him about the dreams. I found the strangest dream staying here. You as well. My aunt and I have overlapping thoughts from our dreams. And such strange symbols, too. Stuff we have not encountered before. But if we are both drawing the patterns without describing them to each other, they match. Were you walking down a corridor? Sealed doors and improbable windows? I don't recall anything like that before, but now that you said it, I do. It's a seance, of course. I always end up there, or maybe it's the house itself. Either way, it's fascinating, and I intend to learn more. There's a shared dream being experienced here, but what is it trying to convey and how do I find out? If only there's a way to revisit and explore the dream itself.
I have to be on my way.
Be well.
Okay.
Mr. Ward.
So we have learned, we learned a lot about the dreams by figuring out who's having them. I still want to talk to his aunt, too, if we can. Okay, so now it's 12 o'clock. There's still quite a few people in here. I could finish talking to him if... Oh, the spirit camera. Camera with a strange attachment on the front that says spirit lens. Okay, let me talk to you some more since you're still here.
Mr. Ward.
We didn't really get to finish. What's up with that spirit camera? I've seen one of these before at a fair. A camera, I believe. Good eye, Mr. Ward, and only partially wrong. It's a camera, yes, but one modified to work as a spirit camera. Well, I modified it to work better as one. Any camera in the right circumstances can capture a spirit, of course. but my lens filters the image through complex geometry made of peridot, celandine, black cornamine, lapis lazuli, and clear quartz stones to both bring out the spirit and protect against us. I thought what better place to really put this device to test than here. These halls, and dare I say it, the people here are likely crawling with spirits. I've even set up a dark room in my quarters so I can quickly develop images. This way people can take a copy should they wish. Would you care for a picture? See who or what haunt you. 15 minutes. Oh my god. That's a big chunk of time, sir. No thank you. I can't spare 15 minutes. Not right now. Like, that's a big chunk of time. Do you wear that pen often? Oh yes, it's a habit. Settles patience. I forgot I even had it on. I'm a pagan myself, but this is Ireland. A strong sense of guilt and shame that has bred even to the freest of us. So he's a pagan though. What's up with your hands? Forgive me for asking, but are your hands okay? Oh yes, they are. I work with chemicals, carbolic acid to sterilize wounds, and various others to develop pictures. It's left my hands looking worse for wear, though.
I have to be on. Be well.
Okay, well, I just wanted to confirm. Now, we've talked a little bit. Was there more that I needed from him? Well, I know he's here. I can go investigate his room, actually. Since I know where he's going to be at until the top of the hour. Okay. Let me get back out to the main hall. He's room 16, which we know exists. Oh.
Mrs. Joyce.
Oh, we haven't had a chance to talk to her.
Do you have the master key for the southeast corridor?
Oh no, Mr. Varley. I only had the atrium master key with me today. I can fetch it for you. It's only on the room cart in the supply closet.
Thank you. Now, one of the guests has lost her key, and I was hoping I could use this to get her back in.
Might Mr. Hunter have it?
No, I was just out in the stables. He has the northwest corridor locked away in a safe there.
Oh. That's important. I'm writing it down. The key to the northwest corridor is locked in his stable.
I don't suppose Mr. Doyle had it.
Mr. Doyle's key privileges have been revoked.
Oh, I forgot he locked the southwest key in the basement storage. Has he not gotten that out yet?
So the key to the southwest corridor is locked in basement storage. Okay.
No, he claims he can't find a way through. But I'm telling you what I told Mr. Hunter. Do not do it for him. And that is not all. The fool also lost the northeast corridor master in one of the unassigned rooms.
What? What in the heavens was he doing in there?
I do not know, but I doubt it was cleaning. When you have time, perhaps you would see if you can find it. And clean up anything he's done.
Oh, Mr. Farley, I've had it up to here with that boy. I'll get to it as soon as I'm done with my morning chores.
I appreciate that. I would also appreciate some decorum with Miss Mantovani. She's the Marquess guest and the host of this seance, which you know is important to the future of this manor. Once this whole business is done, she and the rest of the guests will be moving on. It is only a few days' decency, Mrs. Joyce.
Good. I'm glad he got on her head because she was not doing what she needed to do. Many doors require a key. We have a lot of things that we've learned. We got a note on the keys, but the problem is we have the one that's from the missing room, I believe, but we're missing some other ones. We have the northeast room. We have room 19 key. We have the corridor key. We have some keys, but we don't have all of them. And that's the problem. We don't have all of them. So it's like, I don't know. We're going to have a hard time as we continue to work on that. Now these are two. Let me eavesdrop.
What do you make of this then, sir?
I was rather hoping you might be able to tell me.
I've not the faintest. But I noticed that it's finally gone down.
Has it now?
Aye, sir. It's been climbing all week, but finally went the other way this morning.
How odd. I wonder what caused that.
Okay. I need to talk to one of these people now. Mrs. Joyce is most important because I haven't had a chance to talk to her. She has the impression she knows more than those around her would like. She has one of the Cross of St. Brigades, which we've been seeing throughout the house. Let's talk. We need to talk.
Hello. Declan Moore, miss. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, God bless you, sir. It isn't often someone introduces themselves to the help. Caitlin Joyce, I'm the housekeeper here. If there's anything you need, just come right to me.
Oh, well, thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I'll try not to be about it.
Nonsense, Lord knows. We could use someone normal at this
Right.
terrible seance. Why the Marquess saw fit to risk our immortal souls bringing that Satanism here is beyond me. Why, I've half a mind to... Oh, don't mind me, sir. Just getting crotchety in my old age.
She is. Let me get that timetable. What does the weekend look like for you, Mrs. Joyce? Oh, well, I'll be cleaning around the atrium and bedroom corridors for most of the day. If I'm not there, I'll certainly be in the dining room. Lunch at 1 and dinner at 7, don't you forget. And then, of course, at 8, I'll be preparing for that wretched mass ball in the ballroom. As for tomorrow, I have mass in the drawing room at noon, of course, and lunch at 1. Other than that, I'll be helping Sorsay with the dinner. I'll be in the ballroom much of the day, cleaning up after you lots before being forced to attend this awful seance. Oh, Lord, I hope this doesn't stop me to getting into heaven. Now you, with the vandalized flyer, I found this flyer laying about the atrium. Do you know anything about it? Wouldn't know a thing about that, sir. But they're not wrong, are they? There's some first evil to some of this magic, I tell you. Do you happen to know which room Miss Dean was staying in? Of course I know. It's room... How odd. I can't remember now, but I was just there the other day for cleaning, I mean. This place, this event, it's all playing tricks with me. So everyone seems to have memory loss about this room. Don't understand it. Strange dreams. If you experience any strange dreams while sleeping here, please, sir, I'd rather not. Well, sometimes I think I'm walking through the gardens, truly believing it. Then I have an urge to look back at the manor. And oh, sir, I know not to look, but I can't fight it, and I just wish I could. The windows are all black, save for those red eyes looking down on me. Every window hiding a horrific figure. Then, thank the Lord, I snap awake in tangled sheets. So her dreams are different than mine. Tell me, Mrs. Joyce, do you have a favorite Bible passage? Well, if you must know, sir, I'm partial to Leviticus, good wisdom in any of his verses. I know the New Testament gets all the attention these days, but there's nothing like good old-fashioned justice. So she's into it. Oh, let's talk about that washerwoman. Did I see you washing clothes in the fountain on Friday night? What? Mr. Ward, if you suggest that the laundry work ain't quality, then I refute it. Miss Murphy and I washed our knuckles to the bone, cleaning and bleaching his place and his linens. In the fountain, God give me strength. So that's not her. What can you tell me about the matroness Blake? Oh, God rest her soul. She was a good woman, Mr. Ward, gone from us too soon. The Marquez just hasn't been the same since her passing. He idolized that woman. And poor young Walter.
I'll be off.
Okay. I want to come back and talk to him, but I wanted to take advantage of, oh boy, not being in room 16 right now. Although I may also not be able to get into that room. But neither here nor there. I got to try because I want to know. There's something off about him. There's no one inside, but I don't think I have the right key. Because the key I have, where is it? It's the northeast corridor. Which I'm not 100% sure where that is. What is considered the northeast corridor? So that's not where I'm at. I'm in the southeast corridor. So who's in the northeast corridor? Let me see if I can go back, because clearly I'm not in the right space. Is this the northeast corridor? I'm going in the right direction. So these are rooms 7 to 12. Is this the right corridor? So these are the ones I can actually unlock, I believe. But I don't think I've met any of these people. So he's not home right now. So I already have the key for room 7 through 12. I may end up going into his room if I can figure it out. So he's in room 11. He's not here right now. Well, I know the doctor's not here, right? So 10 is also empty. So 9, 10, 11 are empty. But 12, it seems like there's someone in there. He has a huge room. These drawings, they look like Evelyn Dean. Okay. Travel papers from the United States. He has a ticket. He's luggage 46. Okay. So Dupree equals luggage 46. I might want to look at that. Oh, it only opens one drawer. Okay. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure. Nothing in there. These people always have books. He has a book on Irish mythology. There's a note on the inside cover. To the devil on my shoulder, I hope you enjoy this book. Thank you for wanting to read it and for seeing me truly always, your best friend, L. So Dupree has a book from L about Irish mythology. That's interesting. I don't know who L would be. He has a statue that looks creepy. The same image from his dream. How is this possible? It's uncanny. Evelyn Dean is a spitting image of my dearly departed friend. I thought her a ghost at first. Can't be a coincidence, us meeting like this. I've been asked, no compelled to act on this message. It can't be allowed to happen. I write of it no more. I cannot dwell, cannot feed the urge. What's happening? Yeah, I don't understand it either. Night after night I see this, but why? So he's also having the dreams. He just hasn't said anything about it. There's a statue that represents death. The words Mammon Bridget is engraved in delicate lettering on her necklace. That's interesting. He has a book. We have his schedule, even though we could have asked him, but why ask? He has shoes, but I don't know I care that much. What is that? An exchange between Mr. Montavani and Miss Dupree arranging a meeting for this weekend to discuss funeral rites. The meeting is scheduled for 6 p.m. in the drawing room after Mr. Montavani's talk, which is at 5 p.m. Perhaps I could listen in. Everything needed to pen a letter.
I should close off the mystery of Miss Dean's bedroom. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
Well, the problem is I don't know enough or something. Let me go back in the hall for a second and I can go over what I just looked at. But the problem is I feel like I don't know enough. Because he's like, make a hypothesis. It's like, well, unfortunately, sir, I haven't learned enough. But he's ticket 46. That may or may not be important. he's obsessed with Evelyn Dean, though, which is really interesting. But when I go back to the mystery, so sorry, let me go. What did he want me to go back to? Dupree. We haven't spent any time looking at his stuff, really. We looked at the room. We learned a lot about it. We need to actually check his ticket. That's a missing part. But we don't have enough to make a theory yet. Now, if we go back to her bedroom, I think we investigated Percival Black. Didn't we? I gotta ask more people about it, I guess. But I'm not in a position yet to make a theory. And even with the dream stuff, I don't think I'm in a position to make a theory. We have a shared dream. Okay, cool. But I don't know how we can go back to see it again. So I just did... He's room 11. I might have time to do 10. We just met the doctor. So Dupree is interesting, but he's only half the story because he is, you know, the doctor's preparing a research paper on the events of this weekend. Looks like medical records, but they're masked by a signal. Do we have to do it? Yes, we always do. We actually did it. Now, why does he have signals on his folder? I think is interesting. It contains his notes on Mrs. Mantovani. According to this, she does not have long to live. She has irregular heart rhythms, the onset of organ failure, and the weakness of blood. He's not sure what's causing it, but it seems that it wouldn't help her in these late stage anyways. All he can do is minimize the pain in her final days. So she's not in a good way at all. He has a bunch of photographs. And he thinks one is Mary. Mary as in Mary Blake, the Marquez's deceased wife. That's what it sounds like. It's a tray used to develop photos. He said he had photography stuff. Okay. Is there something in this one? Oh no, it only opens one side. Can I close this? He has a record. Request a gramophone for the room so I can use this music to re-enter the dream and find out what's going on here. He seems to be trying to revisit the dream too. I should take this and find out more about what the doctor meant. Okay. Various correspondence on the topics of the occult and its place inside the scientific studies. Medium brown size shoes. He has a book of poetry. That's interesting. And he has a lot of books, but can we crouch? A letter from his aunt to him to order him home for the seance. Okay. Alright, so she wanted his help, I guess, to make sure this went off without a hitch. A letter from Miss Dean. She's thanking him for his offer to tutor her, but she says she wants to learn more from the true master. The letter's been crumpled up more than once to see if he's taking out, rereading it, and discarding it over and over again. So he has motive to be upset with her too, then. I wanted to tutor her, and she said no. The image of Mr. O'Mara did not come out, so no. He took this with a spirit camera, and something is haunting him. Who is this? It's another image of Evelyn Dean. She looks more haunted than she did in the other photo. I wonder why. But this confirms the doctor took the photograph I have now. Did he send it to me, or was it taken from his room? Who is this? Mrs. McLeod. I see she's not shadowed by anything here. She looks a little lost without Mrs. Lau by her side. Something is haunting him. The fact that his picture is the only one that came out with a shadow in the background. It's like, well, why? Alright. So we're going to do 9. Because why not? We have time to do these last ones. That way I also know where I'm coming from. Hopefully. Something. Looks like Miss Colligan was making notes on other guests. Erickson, a fraud, and a poor one at that. But Bosa, the poor lamb, is lost here. There's no trace of actual magic off her. I figure none of the staff would have any dry chalk, but Hunter has training. I'm not sure what that means. A letter for Fahad from her sister-in-law. Instructions that allow her no harm come to her boy, Dr. Callahan, I assume, unless she saw something worse than a few white streaks to happen to her hair. She seems concerned that her son is wasting his time and risking his life with this mystical path. From reading this, it seems that he is an acclaimed or respected doctor with the potential of a quite lucrative life ahead of him if only he'd stay focused on it. Okay, nothing of interest. We have journals. I see that Jacqueline has reached out to him too. I won't let her take him. I won't, whatever the price. Jacqueline, that means she's from Dublin, and she does feel kindly towards them. I don't care about the newspaper. This has to be a hasty schedule of sorts. It says weekends while scrying. Oh, she's very busy. There's also a note. Make sure everyone has directions for the hedge maze. Okay. Not sure what that means. Nothing of interest. There's something torn up inside. Oh, they're expecting me to put it together. Looks like scraps from torn up letter. Oh, let's see. This seems like a big piece, and it's definitely a corner piece at that. Oof. Good luck. That seems to fit there. Can we read this? That looks correct. It's a letter from Evelyn Dean asking Fahad to teach her Irish magical traditions. It seems Miss Dean recently became aware of her own heritage, which Sponda wants to study. It seems Miss Callaghan's reaction was to angrily tear up the letter and throw it away, but only after scrawling Jacqueline on it. Jacqueline? Was it Miss Dean that Fahad was threatening in her note? That she might actually done something to protect Dr. Callahan from her? Interesting. So we have a lot of people who potentially didn't like her. No noteworthy clothes. She said, until your headache passes, it's unused. There's something back here now. We have a journal. I hear more people have had those strange dreams. They all start innocent enough in the manor. Lots of out-of-place doors, hearing those spirals. The urge within the seance that becomes deeper over time. The staff, those I get anything from, have dreams have moved on from the seance. They have darker messages. Frustration, a longing to leave, trapped animals. Strangers still, they seem to be experiencing one another's dreams, like a big stew part of experiences all mixed together. How is that? Dr. Conahan is planning some newfangled investigation. I'll leave it to him. I need to stay focused on the well. That's interesting. Why would you be focused on the well? Did I look at this? Oh, I did look at that. Okay, just wasn't sure. Let me get out of it. Oh, actually, I looked at the shoes. Don't know if that's going to be important later. I haven't looked at shoes in everyone's situation, but... Okay, let's get out of here. I've looked at the rooms I can. Somebody was in 12, so I'll have to come back. Now, I might go back to my own room to try to play the music. No, I was going to go back downstairs and talk to that other guy who was standing by the machine. What is his name? Mr. Coventry. Don't have a lot of time because lunch is at 1. Is there anything to observe? Dusty clothes. He's either been moving around recently or he's not cleaned his suit in a while. His hands are stained with something, but I can't tell what it is.
believe we've met. My name is Simon Coventry. I'm a jeweler from London. Who might you be?
Declan Ward, sir. Pleased to meet you.
No, very pleased to meet you, I'm sure. This is my first seance, and I must say that everyone is so very interesting.
Well, I hope not to disappoint.
I'm sure you won't, dear boy. Now, can I help you?
He's a jeweler. What's on your hands? Your hands, sir, are they stained? Ah, yes, my apologies. I admit I took some work with me. I've been working on some pieces in my room before I stepped out. I should have done a better job of cleaning up after myself. Let's get that timetable. Have you spotted anything of note on today's schedule? The talks look interesting. I'm especially interested in hearing the Marquez talk about the building and its history. After a spot of lunch, Miss Callaghan's talk on the other world, I think, might be worth hearing. Then a spot of dinner at 7 before this fancy dress ball this evening. I must confess, I hope it doesn't run too late. Partying into the wee hours is behind me these days. As for tomorrow, I hope to make the doctor's talk at 3, and of course, I'm giving my own talk at 5. I'm interested in attending the silent dinner at 8. So he has a lot. I found him having the strangest dreams since I got here. Have you had any of the sort? Dreams? Nothing interesting anyway. Okay. I know you don't know her room, because how would you? You have some dust on your suit, sir. Oh, I do. How'd it get there? Perhaps the housekeeper has not been so fastidious as she should be.
Good answer.
Okay, I learned something. Don't know how helpful it was. Back to the lobby. I need to go into the luggage room. This might be the best time to do it. Now he said he's in bay 46. So this is him. This would be Mr. Dupuis' trunk and the signal sprawled on the back of his ticket. Oh, that's right. Now these signals are very difficult because you can't not make a connection. It's very interesting because you can't miss a connection. It has to all be hit. Now the outer box is fine because it's just a straight line basically, but the inner box is hard because you can't miss any. Okay, so that's not the right answer. I'm missing one line. So it's just that one line that I can't seem to get. Is there a way to know how this works? I don't know. Now, I had the screwdriver, so we're also going to work on that. Right, because we've been looking at this since day one. I don't know what that is. It's an invitation.
It's a letter. Crumpled but readable. Miss Evelyn Dean. We have never met, but I know who you are. What you are. Why does magic come so easily to you? Yet you struggle with reaching your full potential. I know you've been asking this for a long time, and I have the answers. There's a seance being held on October 31st at Blake Manor in Connemara. Believe me when I say it will change your life forever. There you can unlock your true potential, your true destiny. Power is for the deserving, Evelyn. Do you deserve it? It isn't signed.
But somebody really wanted her here. They wanted her here so bad that they sent her this invitation. Now, I want to go back and look at what we've gotten, because we have the ticket. The problem is it doesn't tell you how you're supposed to do it, though. That's what's kind of crazy. We have to check the trunk, but it's like I don't know. The signal thing is exhausting because it's like hard to get it just right. I mean, you have unlimited time, so I guess it doesn't matter. It's just the fact of trying to figure out how to do it, I guess. How is one supposed to get all these lit up and not miss any of the lines? It's almost like you need to go down first. Yeah, once you get to this point, you're kind of stuck. Oh, that's interesting. It won't let me go back up. But I'm missing one line. It doesn't like that. What if we come this way? Because it seems like you can start from any point, which is interesting. Yeah, it's always missing one line. It's almost like you need to start in the middle. No. Yeah, because once it makes a full loop, you can't go anywhere else. I really don't know how to tackle this. I wish it gave you a hint at some point. Like if you mess up enough that it would give you a hint. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but now from here, we go down, up, down, over. Oh, that was crazy work. Like, they don't make this easy at all. Like, I guess you just keep playing with it until you get to that point. Where is she? Did I lose her on arrival because this is where she wanted to be laid to rest? Specters have such strong presence in this place. I find it hard to think anyone finds rest here, but I found every flame, every fireplace, lamp even. Still no sign of her. Even the fire pit outside. I felt something there, but no sign of her. But I will keep searching. I will find you, dear friend. I refuse to give up until I'm sure. The fire pit? What did he experience there? And then there's a Ouija board. Is Mr. Dupree trying to communicate with a ghost? It feels that way. Let's close it. I don't want it to be obvious that it's been opened. There's no reason to be in here anymore. I'm glad that worked out so we didn't have to double back on it. She was still waiting on a telegraph. Mrs. I forget who, actually. Somebody was waiting on a telegraph. We don't have any, though. So, not sure what they were waiting on. Okay, so it's almost 1. So the next, whatever the next thing is going to be, we figured something out. Where is the fire pit? There's a fire pit outside. Now we have a new investigation, which what brought her here. We have the screwdriver, which was helpful. And she rejected a request to be taught. Okay. There's supposed to be a fire pit outside. And it's like, where was that? I don't remember seeing that. Oh, our porter again. Our favorite guy. Where would the fire pit have been? There's a walled garden. So we've unlocked some stuff and we haven't unlocked some stuff. There's a lot of people in the drawing room. He's in the office. I'm not sure where this fire pit would have been. Can we talk some more, Doyle?
Hello again.
I mean, all I can do is ask. Miss Dean was especially invited to the manor, wasn't she? Oh, I wouldn't know about that. They keep me out of decision making. I don't know what they think they're hiding. I'm glad she was, though. Okay, so Doyle is still not a source of information. What's going on here? Why are you outside?
I see you're taking the.
I've got to go chase up on it now. With my luck, we'll be spending tomorrow morning hefting the stuff down to the basement.
Did I get anything new that I didn't already have an answer to? I know it's a strange device in the atrium. What's that for? Well, I'm not a technical-minded person, but parts the Marquez has been getting in are both strange and confusing. They seem to be, if you forgive me, far more mystical than your average components. Was she invited here on purpose? I wonder if Miss Dean was personally invited to this event. Miss Montavani was, if I've heard right. Can't say for sure on Miss Dean. I didn't hear it from the staff or her. I suspect she would have made it known. Not sure anyone invite that trouble on themselves. Where is the fire pit, though? It must not be part of this. I didn't even see a fire pit, if I recall correctly. Unless I just missed it. Because they also refer to a well, which I haven't seen a well since we've been here. What is that? The basement is... Oh, it's a service door. There's a picture or something on the ground here, though. A rendered drawing of a vase. It looks like charcoal on papyrus, an unusual combination. Who would be working with those kind of materials? I don't know. We actually haven't seen anyone work with those kind of materials. It is 1 o'clock already? So it's lunch in the dining room. Oh. It's raining now. I wish I could figure out what to do with this. Because he has a key. Oof. I don't know what the code even would be. Unfortunately. I wish I knew. Because that would be extremely helpful. What's over here? Oh, there's nothing over here. If I ever find a combination, I will definitely get on that. Because I would... Oh.
Focus, child.
No, I am. You've just lost me.
A master key. Surely the staff has one for the bedrooms.
No, we have 5 different ones. Hunter's is in the stable. Mine... Sorry, that was strange. It was as if... What were we talking about?
Where is your clarity, child? Was it the drink, or this blasted place that has devoured your mind? Or that Dean woman? Don't think I wasn't aware. I should have acted sooner there. She has jeopardized things too much already.
I'm sorry, Father. I don't...
I'm sorry, Seamus. I shouldn't have snapped. I'll find you later should you have another lucid moment. God be with you.
So he... So, I don't... I'm still missing something with her. And I just can't get past that. We have people in the dining room. There's someone in here I've never talked to before.
Hello again, sir.
Yeah.
Certainly, sir.
There's someone in here I haven't talked to yet. I think it's the... Yeah.
Care to join us, sir? If you don't mind me speaking for you both, of course.
No, it's all right. Maybe he knows something about Miss Hisham's friend.
Please.
Yeah. I need to spend time with people to get information.
Yeah, okay. Now, Miss
Dean. Evelyn Dean.
No, I have not seen her since we've been here.
Is this a joke? Did Miss Dean put you up to this?
I don't.
Mr. O'Mara, please.
Sorry. Yes, I know, Miss Dean. We have history. I thought maybe she sent you down here to make fun at my expense. It would be the sort of thing she would find amusing.
What about her, Miss Hisham?
Thank you. I was meant to meet her yesterday. Or the day before. It's cloudy. But I haven't seen her. And I asked the staff, and after blank stares, I was told she had left.
She left? That doesn't seem correct. Why would she go? She lives for this stuff.
A family matter, maybe.
Do you know her, sir?
As much as I know any of you three, I'm afraid. We talked at the afternoon tea on Tuesday, which turned into afternoon drinks, which turned into my needing a slow start on Wednesday.
Tuesday, you say?
You, Mr. Ward. Do you know her?
I've never met her.
No, I only arrived yesterday. If she has left, then I've missed my chance to meet her.
Very well. I hope she is okay. I overheard that the telegraph machine is recovered. I'll send something to her home so she can contact me on her return. Please excuse me.
Of course. I'll take this opportunity to make my leave as well.
Me too. This whole meal has left me painfully upset.
So we've all left the meal. Well, no, we haven't all left. There are still people in here. Can I go back?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, so you can't just talk to the random people who are in here. Now, room 12 was who? Because maybe I have a chance now to go back and... I don't want everything. I want the room assignments. Room 12 was Miss Hisham. Where is she on the map right now? She's in the telegraph room. This might be the best time to go to her room to just look through it. If I can get... Oh, I'm right here by the library, but I need to keep going through rooms. Rooms are how I learn what I need to learn. Where is the atrium? Well, I'm where I need to be. This is room 7, 8. I want room 12. That's 12. I want to listen. Because that's the only room I didn't get to go in, right? It was her room. So I want to take advantage of it while we still can. She has a letter. Their letter's written by Miss Hisham, but they're in Arabic and can't be read. Okay. She has a vanity box. There's nothing in there. Nothing in here. We gotta close it. Okay. She has some dresses. This is her schedule, so I don't have to ask her. She says nothing of note. She has maps. She's been mapping the grounds and marking rooms off for reasons I cannot tell. That's interesting. Writing materials. Charcoal. Oh, so she's drawing. These are the same materials used to make the vase drawing. Okay. So maybe she has a reason for doing that. She has the Quran. Okay. She has a prayer mat, which would be consistent with her having the Quran. She has a journal with that dream. It keeps pulling my attention away from the vase. Sometimes hours of searching has gone before I realized I was looking for something else. The symbol. Miss Hasham has seen it too. Does she dream it too? Oh, I can press 1 to start investigating. I don't actually know enough still, though. Culprit facts on the left, character facts on the right. You can use these to eliminate any character who doesn't match what you know about the culprit. Eliminations are not permanent. The problem is I only know one thing about the culprit. They're able to write. I don't actually know anything else. So it's a little early. And there's some people we have not met at all. So to me, I feel that we're safe to eliminate him because he can't write. So to me, that's an automatic no. If you can't write, then you can't be who I'm looking for. Nothing of note. She has another book of poetry. All right, nothing too insightful here. She doesn't have a trash can. I noticed the trash cans have been extra interesting. Okay, we learned what we need to learn. But yeah, I don't know enough about the culprit itself. I keep learning about people, like individuals, but not the culprit themselves. So I don't know where the fire pit is that he mentioned. We need to talk to her. Now, she has maps of the manor, which I don't understand that. Because what do you mean she has maps? I need to talk to her about it, yes, but I don't even know where she's at right now. Well, maybe I'll look at the timetable. It's lunch. We have people in the dining room. We have her in the telegraph room. I guess if I really want to talk to her, I could just go to the telegraph room. Because I don't know what else to do. It's hard, I think, with this game because you have to make a lot of decisions. You have to decide how you want to spend your time. You have to ask the right questions when you do spend your time. And then you have things that spawn off when you make new discoveries. So then you end up spending... Do I want to talk to him some more? Let me deal with her in the telegraph room first. Before I don't know if I actually need to talk to him. But I want to spend a few minutes talking to her. She has a necklace. She has charcoal on her hand, so she does draw, but we confirmed that already. She has a headdress, and she seems tired as if she hasn't slept well in a long time. Alright. Yes, can we talk for a second? I have your timetable already. I found a drawing. The vase of Nectin. I can see it when I close my eyes. Long buried, then long lost. It should be somewhere in these halls, but it's not here to see. Someone has hidden it away. But where? The basement? The church? Blake's own residence? I can find nothing. If only I could use some records. Excuse me, I'm just passionate. Well, let's talk about the dreams. I've had some strange dreams since I've been staying here. This place, it easily gets into one's head. I haven't tasted a good night's sleep in a very long time. Well, that explains why you're tired. What do you think of the device in the living room or the atrium? Eventually, I didn't notice it under the stairs until one day I saw a few people gathering around it. They noticed its gauge increasing and then wondering why. I did not care, so I left it to them. I actually don't care either. Why are you fascinated with this vase? Is it an artifact you're studying? I discovered it's been acquired by members of the Irish gentry a few years ago, and it's true that so much of our history in Egypt was taken from its rightful home and kept as a souvenir. Supposedly it's stored somewhere in the Blake's possessions. I'd be interested in seeing it. Okay. Your headdress, does it carry any significance? It's a tarha. Headdresses are a symbol of faith and devotion as a Sulani Muslim. I'm thinking perhaps you don't get so many of us over here. I must confess you'd be the first that I've met of that ilk. Yeah, I'm not super familiar. Okay, let's talk about these maps. So, have you explored much of the manor? Some, but I'm keen to see it all. Not all of it's open to the public. I wonder how upset they would be to find me outside of those bounds. What harm could come from curiosity? Fair, I actually don't know. Have you been drawing? Yes, the charcoal, it gets everywhere. It's useful for sketchings of artifacts and shading to manipulate the values of light and dark and bring life to a still image, but still never quite matches the real thing. Now this is evidence, but I should be asking people about other people. What did you know about Evelyn Dean? She's an acquaintance, no a friend. We've been writing for some time. She's the reason I'm here and she invited me based on my work, my research, but I haven't seen her in a day or two. At first, I actually forgot who she was. My friend who brought me here. It's like forgetting to eating or drinking. Then I found some of our correspondence and it reminded me she was here, but I can't find her now. I'm worried for her. Have you spoken to the housekeeper? She seems to have a mutual disinterest in conversation, except for once when she demanded to know why I was here, but I wonder, why does she care? Have you spoken with Mr. Varley? The poor man, I've hounded him with questions about the place. He's good to entertain me, but more tight-lipped in his answers than I want. I was hoping for a tour of the more private sections of the house, but this man's a stone wall. Really? What do they have to hide? Do you happen to know which room she was staying in? Of course, I visited only a few days ago. Wait, I cannot recall. It was only a short walk from my room. How could I forget? So she wasn't 15. You were visiting her. Yes, we've been corresponding about some of my research. She invited me to this event. We are friends, I would say. That didn't really help me in terms of her mystery, because it's like, okay, we asked her the questions. We need to research the vase. We need to dig into the history, but I think I'm going to pause here. I'm getting a lot of information, but then I'm also getting lost because I'm not quite sure where to go from here. I need to go back to the library for sure, but I'm not getting a lot of information. It's like I get questions and I get answers, but more questions come up from those answers. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think so far?